We become the tone we talk to ourselves in. And now, you and I will decide how we'll speak to ourselves. Hey guys, if you're fascinated by how the mind rewires itself, how language reshapes emotion, and how simple suggestions can change everything, you're in the right place. So get cozy, get comfy, and settle in, because in a moment, we're going to remember something absolutely amazing about ourselves. Grounded in research from Harvard and Stanford, neuroplasticity is the science of how imagination shapes the brain, where biology and belief meet. Every thought leaves a trace of itself. Attention rewires chemistry. Emotion trains the cells. The body listens to imagination as if it were fact. You and I use that fact today to practice a simple truth that science is only beginning to describe. We become the tone we speak to ourselves in. And now, we decide how we speak to ourselves. You and I talk to ourselves all day. Most of it happens so quietly we barely notice it. But the body notices. Every phrase is an instruction. Every tone is a signal of safety or threat. While a calm word tells the heart you can rest, a harsh word tells it, brace yourself. And the body, loyal as ever, obeys. So today, we practice a new pattern, one your brain loves, because it means less danger and more flow. This is neuroplasticity in action. But you don't have to think of it that way. You just listen, and your nervous system does the rest. When you say to yourself, I'm learning, the cells of your brain begin wiring for learning. When we whisper, I'm safe, our vagus nerve hums a low tone of relief. And when we tell ourselves, I'm enough, our chemistry reorganizes around that truth. Language is not a decoration. It's instruction to our biology. It's how the invisible becomes physical. So let's practice this right here together. Say it inside yourself in your own rhythm. I decide how I speak to myself. Pause. I decide how I speak to myself. Again. I decide how I speak to myself. Listen for the echo of that phrase inside your chest. Notice how it changes the temperature of your thoughts. Now add this. I speak to myself the way I want life to speak to me. I speak to myself the way I want life to speak to me. Every repetition deepens the groove. That's neuroplasticity. Rehearsal made real. The more you choose a tone of kindness, the more your body begins to expect kindness from you and from the world. And the best part, you don't have to get it perfect. You just have to notice the tone. I speak to myself the way I want life to speak to me. Each time you notice, the old circuit loosens a little more. I decide how I speak to myself. Each time you soften, the new one strengthens. So we keep it simple. We breathe. We speak gently. And the body learns what it's been waiting to believe. That peace is now safe. Because I decide how I speak to myself. And I speak to myself the way I want life to speak to me. Imagine your inner voice is light. Some days it flickers, some days it glows steady. Right now, you're turning the dimmer towards warmth. Picture each word you say to yourself as a color. Kind words make the palette brighter. Forgiving words soften the edges. Curious words invite movement. When we talk to ourselves this way, our whole system reorganizes around that tone. Think of the way music can change a mood. Our language does that to our inner world. Let yourself feel it now. Your chest loosening. Your breath dropping a little deeper. The space between thoughts widening just enough for calm to enter. This is your biology hearing the signal. I'm safe with myself. I treat myself with respect. I love myself. I am healthy. I'm happy. I'm loving. I'm successful. I'm prosperous. In this space, new wiring begins. Axons reach for axons. Cells learn the pattern of peace. We don't force it, we allow it. We speak, and our body follows. Do this for a moment. Say these words to yourself. I am learning to talk to myself as a friend. I forgive the voice that didn't know how. I'm teaching it now. I'm learning to talk to myself as a friend. I forgive the voice that didn't know how. I'm teaching it now. Each sentence becomes a bridge between the mind and the body. And the more we cross it, the shorter the distance becomes. Tomorrow, you'll catch yourself mid-thought, maybe while driving, cooking, or brushing your teeth. And you'll hear an echo of this tone. It'll sound like kindness hiding inside an ordinary moment. You'll notice that you breathe before you judge. You'll pause before you push. And in that pause, the new pattern will lock in. The science of neuroplasticity calls this long-term potentiation. But what it really means is you remembered to be gentle. So the next time the old voice rises, rushed, sharp, or tired, you'll know what to do. You'll speak softly, the way you wish the world would speak to you. That's how change lasts. Not by force, but by frequency. In a moment, we'll count nothing. We'll just breathe our way back. Let your eyes stay closed a few seconds longer and feel the hum beneath the calm. That's your new baseline forming. From now on, every time you talk to yourself kindly, you're feeding the circuit that keeps you steady. The tone becomes the teacher becomes the habit, and the habit becomes the atmosphere you live in. You and I decide how we speak to ourselves. And because of that, we decide the weather of our own nervous system. So take one slow breath, and another, and another, and another. And when you're ready, open your eyes, carrying the quiet with you. And what's so amazing about you is that you decide how you speak to yourself. And that you speak to yourself the way you want life to speak to you.